Well, good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Thank you all for coming out. Let me apologize in advance. This is kind of a longer press conference than normal because there's a lot to talk about with WorldFest and Hike, Bike, and Paddle. So I must say, I don't know if we've ever had a more attractive podium up here with all of you guys. So thanks, everybody, for showcasing the beauty of our city here today. All right. Well, we all know that we are a great, welcoming city, and a city where we value contributions of people who've come from all over the world to make a life for themselves and their families, and fortunately they do that right here in our city. We're also a city that's guided by our core values of lifelong learning, a healthy city, and an even more compassionate city. So we got two great events coming up over Labor Day weekend where we celebrate both of those together. One is the Labor Day weekend event of WorldFest, and then also the Subway Fresh Fit Hike, Bike, and Paddle. So let's start with WorldFest, which for 17 years now has been an occasion to celebrate the great diversity of our city, our growing international population, and highlight the increasing outreach that we're making to global citizens and markets around the world. I think it's really important right now because at a time of so much heartbreak for our immigrant neighbors, WorldFest gives us a chance to affirm very loudly as a community that we celebrate the talent, the beauty, the richness, and the heritage of our international community. So our message to our international friends is have more of your family members move to Louisville. It enriches our city in such a fabulous way. As a city government, we place a priority on the international engagement and helping us to compete in an increasingly global world, a multicultural world. I think it's really important that our kids grow up in a city that looks like the world so they can be effective global citizens. And I want to thank Brian Warren for leading the charge on that. Brian is our director of our Office for Globalization. So, Brian, thank you very much. Good job. So this Labor Day weekend, WorldFest celebrates its 17th anniversary by showcasing a new enhanced layout with 3 full stages and an expanded children's activity area. WorldFest highlights include our University of Kentucky Confucius Institute Global Village that represents more than 20 countries, including the homes of all of our sister cities. And the children's area, which is now located on the Overlook Lawn, will include an inflatable obstacle course for the kids to enjoy and hands-on activities provided by both Home Depot on Saturday and Sunday. Our fountain stage right here will be positioned to allow space for dancing to more than 80 bands, 80 bands, dance group and performers with more than 50 world music act and performers. Under the great direction of Ken Clay over here, keeping a low profile in the back, Ken Clay puts on the best free music festival, I think, in the United States of America. Ken, you're amazing. Thank you. Great job. Also, don't forget to check out the more than 40 food vendors and nearly 100 booths offering global cuisine and culture, many of which will be located in the GE, General Electric Appliances World Hub area of the event on the center and West Lawn areas. And we're going to be hearing from the fabulous Kevin Nolan of GE here in a minute. So this is now, a 4-day festival. It kicks off Friday, August the 30th, and goes through Monday, September the 2nd. And, of course, admission is free thanks to our amazing sponsors. I want to thank Ken Clay again, DJ Campbell, who spins some great tunes, Jose Donis with Aldea. Thank you, Jose. And thanks to John O'Dwyer and Peggy Bass, representing our Irish and Celtic communities, for programming the 3 stages with over 80 music acts and dance group, including Italy's own Luca Chiari with the group Etnopoli in collaboration with the Italian Cultural Institute of Chicago. This group is kicking off their nationwide tour right here at WorldFest. So be sure to check that out. Bring out all your Italian friends. Other groups include the fabulous Kentucky Salsa All-Stars, which if you listen to them, just have your dance shoes on, and Voodoo Fuel. will also be performing. Saturday night is a great time. It's Fiesta Latina night, which you don't want to miss this year. And new on Sunday, we welcome the Celtic Homecoming, celebrating the culture and music of the 7 Celtic nations. Because this is a family event, we've got plenty of activities for children, including the return of a unique Chinese cultural experience provided by the Confucius Institute of Western Kentucky University. Located on the Overlook Plaza in the University of Kentucky Confucius Institute Global Village, there will be more than 20 interactive activities highlighting specific activities of Chinese culture, like calligraphy lessons, fan painting, and Tai Chi demonstrations, and new this year, a fashion show on Sunday at 4 p.m. A great tradition of WorldFest is the Parade of Cultures. That starts at noon on Saturday. So we invite all of our international communities, whether you're foreign-born or first generation or fifth generation, to find the tradition and country that you associate with and come at noon on Saturday. People of all ages will be dressed in native clothing and costumes. They'll be carrying their national flags, showcasing the multicultural diversity of our unique city. Another great event, and I want to thank Bill Hollander of our Metro Council for his support with this event, is the naturalization ceremony where nearly 200 immigrants will become full U.S. citizens. That's Friday, 1 o'clock at the Muhammad Ali Center right across the Pedway. If you want to get a chill up your spine, go to a naturalization ceremony and see people become United States citizens. It's really fabulous. That's Friday at 1 o'clock. The Overlook Plaza will host one of the 4 Stella beer gardens on the Belvedere, where folks can sample a selection of international and good cold domestic beers. Mike Maloney. Their popular Stella selfie station will also be set up, and you can share your photos using the hashtag WorldFest or tagging us at @AroundLou. I want to thank our main presenting sponsor, the University of Kentucky's Confucius Institute, which keeps WorldFest a free festival. The UK Confucius Institute, Dr. Wa-Shing Maski is here. Thank you very much to the entire team. Thank you all. Also, the World of Information tent will again return to the GE World Hub on the West Lawn, showcasing international agencies and local services available to all immigrants and citizens. And I really want to recognize and thank GE Appliances' Allison Martin, plus Vice President Antonio Barras, and CEO Kevin Nolan from GE Appliances here with us today for becoming a part of the WorldFest sponsor team. Let's hear from the great CEO of GE Appliances, Kevin Nolan.
Thank you very much, Mayor. So we're so excited at GE Appliances to be part of the WorldFest this year. You know, where a company places their headquarters is very strategic and very important. And we've had Louisville as our headquarters for years. And we see the WorldFest really shows why that decision is so good and why we love being here in Louisville, Kentucky. Inclusion and diversity is to us one of the most important things we can do to keep growing our company, to keep winning as a company. And WorldFest just shows what a great city we have here, how open this city, how inviting this city is to people from everywhere. And it is an inclusive city that we love being a part of. Again, we're going to be sponsoring food, and food is about what we are. We love food at GE Appliances. We're really looking forward to the weekend. We continue to see how we can partner and work with the city and become a deeper, more integral part of this city that we live in. So again, we're so excited just to see the kind of diversity that the city can attract, the kind of talent that we have here. And it just, for me personally, makes me know why it's such a good place to live, such a good place to work, and such a good place to grow a company. So again, we're super pleased to be here. We want to thank the mayor and everyone for letting us take part. and we look forward to a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin Nolan, GE Appliances. Thank you very much. I want to thank our other sponsors, including Value Market. They've been a tremendous part of our WorldFest family for a long time, since its beginning in 2003. I want to thank James Maynard and Rob Baker for joining us here today. Our other founding sponsor, represented by Lindsay Hayden, is Stella Artois, so thank you, Stella Artois. Contributing sponsors include the Confucius Institute of Western Kentucky, Ford, Kettle One Vodka, Pepsi, represented by Roland Grushhaber and Kirsten Kellogg, and UPS International Community Job Program. Supporting sponsors are Anytime Waste, the Galt House Hotel, the Home Depot, the Kentucky Center, Louisville Tourism, and the Muhammad Ali Center. Media sponsors, Aldea, Louisville Public Media, Outfront Media, WLRS, and WLKY. We hugely appreciate all of their contributions to this important and fun event. Let's give them all a big round of applause. It's fitting that we're talking about the weather now, and Matt Milosevic is going to come up and tell us what kind of weather we're going to be having here for Labor Day weekend. Matt?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and everyone. Just want to reiterate how proud WLKY is to be a sponsor of WorldFest and a celebration of our international community, and looking forward to weather that hopefully won't be as hot as yesterday. I think with a little bit of rain over the next few days, we can actually help to make that happen and cool the temperatures a little bit, even as we look a couple weeks down the road. I still think we're going to do a little sweating, but maybe more so to the tune of upper 80s, close to 90, more so than closer to 100. So that's my outlook for now as far as rain chances. If I'm betting, and I am on this, Mr. Mayor, that maybe a pop-up shower, but nothing that would last long and put a washout on the festivities. So looking out a couple weeks in advance, I'm really optimistic on a great time weather-wise out here for WorldFest. So fingers crossed, we're going to hope that holds.
All right, you heard it here first. It's going to be a great weekend. We appreciate that, Matt. Okay, now let's talk about another great Louisville event, and that's on Labor Day. That's Monday, September the 2nd. Thousands of people will gather at Waterfront Park for our 30th Subway Fresh Fit, hike, bike, and paddle, yoga, tai chi, pickleball. It's all going on. If you want to hit the river with your kayak or canoe at 10 o'clock, an adventurous route will take you through the McAlpine Locks to the JC's boat ramp in New Albany. I want to thank David Wicks back here, River City's Paddle Sports, along with Troy Eskridge and Louisville Kayak Company for their great support of this portion of the day. For our thousands of cyclists, a 13.5-mile route will leave the waterfront and roll on a completely new route going east to west, touching on the many exciting developments happening in our city, and then skirting the edge of Cherokee Park, which we haven't visited on this ride in 15 years, before returning to the waterfront. We're going to offer 3 different routes this year, including one that goes over the Big Four Bridge to Jeffersonville and back to the Great Lawn. So I want to thank New Image Fitness for leading the hikes this year. Those events all start just after 10 a.m., but lots of activities start at 8 o'clock. Bike safety demonstrations, yoga, tai chi, Zumba, paddleboard demonstrations, pickleball, and rock climbing. So there's something for everybody. Special thanks to Yoga East for becoming our newest yoga partner at this Labor Day's event. About 50 vendors and information booths will open at 8:30 in the morning, and there will be giveaways and prizes for those who stop by. And if you get there early, you can grab one of the 2,500 free T-shirts. In addition, the Brain Injury Association will fit 500 bike helmets for cyclists who don't have one, and Neil Huffman Subaru will be giving away a free bicycle and kayak at the event. That always gets a lot of excitement going. We appreciate Neil Huffman for that, so be sure to enter the drawing. Also, 20 soldiers will be taking their oath of enlistment on the stage Labor Day, and we thank them and all soldiers and all veterans for their service. Subway Restaurants has been incredible as the title sponsor of Hike, Bike, and Paddle, and Umang Patel is here with us today. Umang, please come up and say a few words. Please welcome Umang.
Thank you, Mayor Fisher. Subway Restaurants is proud to once again be the title sponsor for the Subway Fresh Fit Hike, Bike, and Paddle for the 15th year. These events, they give people the chance to be outside in the fresh air and lead a healthy and active lifestyle. Subway is proud to support a healthy and active community, and we were very happy to be part of this Louisville community and this great event. Thank you again, Mayor Fisher.
Thank you, Subway. Make sure you stop by their booth to pick up a $2 cash card that can be used at any Subway restaurant location. I want to thank all of our local Subway franchisees and their teams and their commitment and their hard work. I also want to thank our presenting sponsors. Chris and Roy Potts are here from Coca-Cola. Thank you guys, have been with us for a long time. Terry Isaac and Rebecca Spencer are here from Neil Huffman Subaru. Terry, thank you, buddy. And thank you to Norton Healthcare and Academy Sports Plus Outdoors as well. Thank all of our great sponsors. Okay, we're wrapping this up here. I also want to recognize the tremendous effort of a lot of metro agencies that are really busy before and after this three-day weekend. Louisville Parks and Recreation, Public Works, Solid Waste, Facilities, Electrical Maintenance, Louisville Fire, and of course, Louisville Metro Police Department and Louisville EMA. These events would not be possible without them, and I would also say the ingenuity and talents of my special events staff, which consists of Mike, Monica, Kara, Adam, and Chris, led by Marty Storch. So let's have a big round of applause for all of our Metro employees. Thank you all. Let me close by just saying that as mayor, I'm really proud to see our city become a healthier global community, 21st century city that's welcoming both to the new refugee and the naturalized citizen, and a city where international entrepreneurs can compete and thrive, create great ideas, create good jobs, and show the rest of the country what an equitable, compassionate, globalized city of innovation looks like. So thank you to all of our immigrants, refugees. We're all immigrants here, unless you're a Native American. So we all share ownership in making sure the great dream of America stays true. At WorldFest and among the thousands at the Subway Fresh Fit Hike, Bike, and Paddle, we see really how people from all over the world come together in Louisville and make a great home here and have a great, rich life. And I can tell you they greatly enrich our community as well. It's one of my favorite weekends of the year, and I look forward to seeing all of our fabulous folks on the stage there, as well as everybody in our great city. Come on out on Labor Day weekend and enjoy Louisville. Thanks, everybody.